Salute.
Yeah.
What is a home warranty? It's a one-year service plan that helps cover costs.
Yeah.
What up, yo? Detroit
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I was just checking in. I didn't even know y'all was live. I'm just, finna break me one up for the podcast.
Yeah, with my killers.
Of course.
Projects. And I'm skating all day.
Better be careful where you at, which way you
Shoot, y'all got some classes, man. I can't wait. Who y'all got on the line?
Yeah, it's Maestro.
Okay, I'm Maestro.
Yep, Magi. Yep,
Classic. Oh, man, I might as well tune in. I gotta cut y'all on YouTube then. Let me get off this phone.
All right, homie. Yes, let's
We can tell you plain. We can tell you ain't.
We're gonna hook something up, man. We're gonna make it happen for sure. Yep. I'm saluting y'all up right now. I'm on it. Yep, I see it right here. Yep. All right, I'm saluting.
I'm a villain, I'm a gangster, I'm a rider. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando.
Shout out Black Jesus right there.
I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain.
Everybody who's tapping in, man, just definitely send in a like or just let us know you here, like where you from. Blatonio Todd, they got it right now. The 2/3. Waiting on brotherkingx, right there, our brother.
You ain't from around my block, so hold you ain't shit but a customer. Dirty hoes, I'm dusting ya. The rivers where they dumping ya. Stay project boy for life, so ain't nobody that can touch us, bro. Identify the target in the parking lot. A target roll up on them, blow his brains and leave them dripping on the carpet. At his apartment, we gon' finish what we started. Ask his lady where the dope. She tell me in the glove compartment of the drop top bins. Then take all of the ends. I'm gon' tell you all you want. If you please just let me live. I got kids that got a future. Told her shut up for I shoot ya. Ain't no women or no kids dying. This is what I do. I can offer you a job. Project one roll like the mob with KDT and Ghetto E. We underground and never stop. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black ropes, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black ropes, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
The butcher called me up and told me come with a track. So
we want to premiere it from my page.
Who the fuck want what with the
like before I send it to you.
Smoke them Dracos and them choppers and let's get straight to it. We about to bang in this bitch like the blood and the Crips. And got some hoes on deck, so don't even trip. In my Snoop Doggy Dogg voice, I make that pussy moist and leave your hoe staring in the ghetto. She that made her choice.
This is Jordan, what up though?
And she chose to get bang. Hang with dating thugs and Kang.
Oh hell yeah.
Girl stay in her lane. Now she missing, that's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you provoking? I'm in the butcher back cage.
Salute Christopher Jordan. Shout out Staten Island. Shout out Tucson, Arizona. Shout out Brooklyn, New York. We had Necro in here. Shout out Dallas, Texas, D-12. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of Detroit, baby. We celebrating Detroit hip hop tonight. Maestro,
we're coming back home with the home team tonight.
A savage, a bando, black ropes, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Once again in this bitch, splitting the D came to play, playing for keeps when we creep with that motherfucking AK. Popping that phone, letting them know who the fuck be on the streets. Project Boy, KDT, and the dating fake. Real OG's been banging since the 90s. Ain't shit that I ain't seen. Another murder gang related motherfuck the police. One love, killer, deal, death do us part. That gangsta shit, motherfucker, coming straight from the heart. There's nowhere to run, grab your guns and step into the front line. We're only find a few my kind, busting with the tech knives. Come and test your strength, cause only a strong will survive. We're soldiers from the ghetto, side by side as we strive. Murdering motherfuckers, making money while we mad. Mind ain't straight, body and soul while we strap. Mr. Fucking Fearless, Jay Gutter, it's a rap. Fuck with me, I'm a G, day and night, pass me the gat.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black ropes, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black ropes, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a G, And I ain't talking about no game shit. Start with a take now, and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done for 20-something years? Dating family and PJ, be putting work like Richard Gere. T is up next, and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. Means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. We all get together, put it down. We the realest. I found a monster on these beats since my born dead days. Always have to make a killing, yeah, them born dead way. Any pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please me, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking G's.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Hey, I'm Riley, and welcome to the lab. Today, I'm about the
This brother King X, no good reason. Turn this shit up, Christopher Jordan. Here's your shit. Shout out to Christopher Jordan. Shout out to Staten Island. Detroit, baby.
I watch the news. I bow my head in silence. It made me sick to my stomach. To witness violence, I hit the prayer rug deep inside. I'm crying. Lord of the worlds, put an end to all this dying. Allah, please help me understand what's going on. Why these young brothers out here doing wrong? Acting savagely, firebombing women's homes. All of this cause she left your sorry tale alone. 19-year-old boy responsible for mass shootings. Action through Allah is the best solution. Plus these young boys going crazy shooting cops. I give my life to Allah, please make it stop. It ain't safe on the highways. 8 people shot for blocking a man's driveway. Forgive for something like that's blatant disregard. We don't need no more black bodies in the morgue. I wanna live long enough.
What up, though? What up, though? I'm back.
With the lies help, God's killing gospel cease. We need to unify and get on one accord. Love each other.
Hell yeah. I just want to put a word, not to talk over this song right now. You say the man's name, and then like Candyman, he'll show up. One and only Dice just called me right now.
Yeah, I got you, Black Jesus. You already know. I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, he should be able to hear us, I think. Yeah, because he's still tuned in right now. So yeah, on there. Yep. Yep. But yeah, just wanted to mention, the one and only Dice. Yeah, he just called me right now, and definitely told me to say what up, though. He's gonna try and see if he might be able to link on. But so yeah, we got Maestro right there. Known also as the Lord Magi, Chaos and Maestro. Yeah, the one and only right there, Detroit legend. And for those who don't know, I think most people don't know. Like who do know. Right there is, they've got a lot of chemistry and history right there. And Dice just, I just talked to him on the phone right now, so it was kind of like exciting, like how coincidental it was. And he wanted me to give a shout out if he's not able to just hop on, say what's up to Maestro. So. Oh yeah. Let me see. Is it a certain spelling? Because that's what I'm trying. Well, because I mean, did he send it from did he send it from Facebook or did he send it from? Okay, he got it. He got it.
Got a nigga so
There we go.
mad.
Yep.
And when I look at my children, I'm so glad but so sad. I'm hoping I leave a
Like
better
Jesus.
world for them to grow in. Man, all the bullshit that we going through, cause they don't wanna tell us the truth. When will it end? As the sun rise, I see it in my eyes. Every day I got a new chance for me to try to make it a better place, no lie. Cause everything today is messed up through what? Oh, I don't even wanna scream out the name. Man, I'm tired of playing they games. Yeah, so I show love to each and every one of us born under God's son. So why is it so much hate? Why the real turn fake? I don't know, dog, but I'ma set this shit straight. Oh, and eat everything on my plate. Before that, I say my grace. Hoping God can see my face. On my dying day, what will the people say? What he live for? He live for love, man. All this bigotry and racism got a nigga so mad. And when I look at my children, I'm so glad but so sad. I'm hoping I leave a better world for them to grow in. Man, all the bullshit that we going through, cause they don't wanna tell us the truth. When will it end? Man, it might be today, if we can learn to live God's way. Hey, and not be afraid of the things that we know are true but can't change. Yeah, so I'ma speak my truth. Spit it to the old and all the youth. I hope you see it before it comes down to lock, load, and shoot. That's why I'm
Shout
in
out
the
to FOE.
Oh, hoping I can make a difference.
We see you.
Down
Salute.
on my knees, repentance. Hope that I'll be forgiven. Said
Southwest
that I
Detroit.
hope that I will be forgiven for the things I had to do just to raise my kids, raise your shillings.
Hell yeah, Black
this world is
Jesus.
so cold that they turned
We're
to
feeling this.
hero into a villain. All this bigotry and
Salute.
racism got a nigga
Yep, salute. D.
so
Cochran.
mad.
What up? We see you. Got Canada in the
And
building
when I
right here.
look at my children, I'm so glad but
Rock
so
with everybody.
sad. I'm hoping I leave a better world for them to grow in. Man,
Got Blatonio Todd.
all the bullshit
Jay
that
Gutta,
we
we about to
going through, 'cause they
hype
don't
this
wanna
up right
tell
now.
us the truth. When will it end? Love comes from God, hate comes from fear.
brotherkingx right now. We just, he on his way.
I ain't scared of nothing. I'm trying to learn everything under God's green earth and seas. Man,
Oh yeah,
this is
yeah.
what
No, I
be,
figured.
so I'ma
I didn't know if
walk
we are.
this way until the day that I'm free.
Yeah, no, I
know
didn't know
they
if we had the
wasting
starting
your
soon
time with
picture on
these
it. So
rap rhymes. Talk about
that's why I didn't
different
know.
stuff, but nigga, fuck that. Oh. Black Jesus on the track, and I'm showing love to both white and black. Asian Latinos, it don't make a difference. The title even put on you,
That's
you
what
is God's children.
people think I'm always talking to myself on
That's
here.
the way that I'm living. Best believe that that's the way that I'm feeling. So I'm
Yeah, what
kicking
up though,
this wisdom on
everybody?
these
Yeah, everybody in
dope-ass
here, let
rhythms
us
trying to
let us
save
know
our
where you at,
shit.
where you from. All right, I'm gonna turn my camera on, and I'm not talking to myself. You can't hear my mysterious co-host Jay Gutta.
Based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
Medication.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast, episode 267. I'm Jay Gutta. Right above me, that's Blatonio Todd. Underneath me here, you see, that's the homie Black Jesus. He's in the comments right now, but he tapped in on us, because it's the Hood Smokers Podcast, you know what I'm saying? But he's watching it from the YouTube. He's with y'all in the chat, but he's always here with us and shit. Damn, you kind of looking a little bit like the Matrix a little bit, Blatonio. Your screen maybe pop in and out or something. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, it's doing like what it did with the DLC?
Yeah, like how the DLC's picture was. Yeah, shout out to the DLC too, dog. That was a dope interview if you missed that. And right after that, the Brooklyn legend, underground legend, Necro. Shout out to Necro. Sure you go check out that interview tonight. We celebrate Detroit hip-hop with the one and only, the legend himself, Maestro. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in the building with us live. He's produced. He's still is a go-to producer. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, yeah, here we go. That's probably what DLC should have did, but we didn't want to lose. When we had DLC in the building, we was like, we'll take DLC as the Matrix. DLC just up in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? We got the diggy doc in the building.
When you're talking about the machine,
Yeah. No, it was a dope interview. That was definitely an honor. And tonight's going to be a dope-ass interview. We got Maestro in the building. But while we waiting for Maestro, is there anything you want to, we can play that, let me look it up. I think I got it lined up already. The tribute to Craig Mack.
Yeah, we got a tribute right here, so it's like no disrespect at all. It's like not even a jab at all. Shit, it's a parody. So yeah, people right here. We got Craig Mack,
Yeah,
we
shout
call
out
it
to
Mac from the Dead.
48205, 48209 in this bitch, 48210. Shout out to McGraw Ave too.
McGraw Ave, hell yeah. That's what's up.
Southwest in the building. I know Southwest in here, the west side, the east side. But let's play this tribute to Craig Mack by yours truly, Blatonio Todd up there above me. One of the three hosts of the Hood Smokers Podcast. Shout out to brotherkingx. I know he'll be tapping in any second now. So we're going to play this tribute while we're waiting for Maestro to tap in. Let's get it.
Puff Daddy ain't getting off, that's clear. Unless it is in jail, taking it in the rear. Keefy D was last year, now that he's in trouble. With nothing to hide, but why does house have tunnels? Underneath it, whatever secret, I believe it. I had to leave it. He's a baddie, world seated. BBIG and Black Rob, we all died before our time, and that's all. Consider it a crime to put Shine in prison. The instant me, Mason Loon, find religion. Isn't it so? How you thought I got in a coat? But kinfolk, I wanna know who rocked the vote. No joke, no more, revolted through the 40, maybe Nori, but that's a whole nother story. According to the flock of Fox that's in shock, I'm not, but who made the plot to kill Pac? Racketing, the whole sex trafficking, the whole chattering, the dancing when someone's doing their rapper thing. I never partied the road the same way as that faggot swing.
Word. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. Hey, shout out to Blatonio Todd. What was the inspiration for that video?
Just with everything kind of going down with it a little bit, I just feel that I don't know. I mean, everybody knows like the backstory and everything on that. Like some people were done wrong that were previous bad boy artists. They all rock together, and then things get in the way, things get all freaking mixed up. Right. And I think Craig Mack, just deserved a little bit of shine and stuff. And then just I kind of was just thinking deep about what he'd be thinking right now. Looking from what's going down with Diddy right now. And so I was just, literally that's what kind of inspired it, was just kind of seeing, right. It was kind of like channeling, literally channeling Craig Mack, just thinking, like he'd have some good things to say, he knew.
Right. Craig Mack wasn't participating in that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was wasn't he about to drop a documentary or a book or something before that?
That interview, and then that's the other thing that added to it was he had an interview, and man, it was sad to see him in the condition he was in. Literally, being 47 and stuff. He shouldn't be like an elderly man at 47.
No.
So makes you just think something's wrong with this picture.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
So
and you touched on some real subjects in that track. You know what I'm saying? Some real shit that it's real shit. Like, yeah, you can add a little bit of comedy to some real shit, but when
I mean,
at the end of the
it's
day, that was some real shit you spitting on there that was on that track. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
It's like
I'm gonna see what's going on with the homie. I was thinking, all right, let's play a track. What's a good track that we could play to represent the homie for the homie Maestro? I mean, I would rather ask Maestro himself, but I know we just gonna be chopping it up. We're not gonna be playing music. So right now, we got a chance. Maybe something off Dead Flowers. I'm thinking.
well, I'm about to say, if we could get away with Dice's first album too, I was gonna say
Okay, yeah,
maybe.
yeah, yeah. We're good with Dice. Anything Dice.
And,
Even the shit that
and,
what's his face owns. We're good.
ends don't know.
Which one?
Ends don't know.
Say it again. It went out.
I would say ends don't know. You know. Yeah. Salute.
Dave and Buster's believes in spring break.
It's the Hood Smokers Podcast 267. We got Maestro in the building. This Dice right here. Get ready. Detroit hip hop.
What up, though, brotherkingx?
What up, though?
Man. Nice track right now. Dope. That's I just got off the phone earlier with that. Oh, yeah. So,
Play Head to Bed.
yeah. Yeah, salute Dice, man. Let's just, think I think I know what song you're gonna pick. I, if I can guess it, let me know if this is the song you're thinking of. What? Oh, we got we got legendary status in the building right now. Salute 'em. Welcome on. Let's smoke a podcast, man. I'm Blatonio Todd. Everybody introduce yourself. Yeah, I'm Blatonio Todd. Yeah.
We got the man himself, the myth, the legend, Maestro in the building. Detroit royalty. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Detroit hip hop royalty. This that guy. This is the go-to guy. You know what I'm saying, for Detroit.
Yeah, I think your mic. Yeah. Your mic is muted, my brother. If you look on the screen, we got to just hit the mic button. We just can't hear you.
Yeah, your mic's muted, Maestro. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, this is my first time on this app. Y'all got to excuse me.
No
Greetings,
doubt.
gentlemen. How you
feeling? Salute. It's an honor to have you on here. It's definitely an honor. Most definitely.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that beautiful welcome, man. That's love.
I know Brother King X, we was talking about it like go ahead, Brother King X, let him know what we was talking about earlier, like about Maestro and like hip hop in Detroit, like because we all came up. I don't know if you was familiar with the Young Guns from Southwest in '91. We dropped the album First to Live, Last to Die. We was putting it in all the like Planet Rock and Gibraltar Trace and spots like that, Rocket Ages and shit, had shirts and all that shit. But we was just local, you know what I'm saying? But we all MCs, we all come from like the same group at one time, all three of us. But Brother King X, he's been doing this rap shit.
Y'all pioneers. You said 91?
91, yeah. I was 14 years old up in the studio and shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was still in middle school. I ain't gonna say how old I was. then I'll let you know how ancient I really am. But yeah, I was showing.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Southwest. Brother King X is from the West Side, and our brother right here, Blatonio Todd, is actually from Tucson, Arizona. But he like Detroit hip hop. He been banging that shit since the '80s. Awesome Dre, E Shaman. Like I let Blatonio tell you, he even reached Tucson. You know what I'm saying? Like they was bumping Maestro when Tucson.
Reached over here to Tucson, Arizona. I saw it, and me and Brother King X, my brother over here. We had a music store that was called PDQ, and Brother King can explain it a little bit. I'm pretty sure it was Detroit or Detroit based. That brought a lot of stuff that I've discovered, and you reached over here. So
super dope.
Yeah.
Glad I was able to reach that part. That's a beautiful place.
Yeah, the eagle is landed out here. That's what I was gonna say. So I was familiar, and I've been excited about this. And then long story short, I made a connection with Dice, who I know you have a lot of history and chemistry with, in projects galore. And he just called me right before we started the show and wanted me to say what's up. So he might be,
Said Dice, like Dice Roller?
Dice, the neighborhood shit talking. The neighborhood shit talking, Dice. Neighborhood shit talking.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, he said, "What up, though?"
Yeah, no, when Blatonio actually came, he was actually here in Detroit. We brought him up here with Brother Marquise came here to Detroit and did a show at the Sting on Michigan Avenue. And Blatonio rocked the stage with Dice and shit. That was over this past summer and shit.
Okay.
But let's get into Maestro shit. Like when did it get started? Like how did you get into hip hop? Like when did you become what started you to fall in love to become what you are now and shit? That like one of the dopest producers and artists.
Yeah, man.
I grew up with I just grew up always being around music. That's the best I could tell you. Like my father, the minister of music at church. My mom would so I was always interested. She would keep me in a bunch of programs all throughout the year. 2 or 3 after school programs. I was the kid that didn't make it home from school till 6, 7 o'clock. And then all through the summer, occupied not the street. She would always send me away to some summer camp, and I'd be upset because I couldn't, chill with my friends summer. And lo and behold, as I got older, I realized that by the time I was in high school, I had been to the country more than my mom had been in her whole life. She had just kept me busy in music, and one thing led to the next. went to school, went away to college, started making beats down there, came back up to Detroit on the MPC and the rolling keyboard and hooked up with my cousin. The rest is history.
Oh yeah. Yeah. MPC right there. Yeah. That right there.
That's the super short version.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I didn't even know where to begin. There's a lot of history right there. Yeah. Shit. This is an honor having you on, homie. Yeah. Like
appreciate that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So no, go ahead.
My apologies. I was a little behind. I was wrapping up a session, so as you can probably tell, I'm in the car leaving the session right now.
Yeah, doing work, always working and shit, still working. That's a beautiful thing too. Still working and shit, doing what you love.
It's my Detroit Players release. They got the Detroit Players
right there.
Yeah, we got it up here on the screen next to you. We got you blown up real big on YouTube, and we got the flyer, and you can see the My Detroit Players logo and all that. Yeah, so I said it's gonna be a night of Detroit hip hop history. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, so are those shirts available? So if somebody want to order them,
yes, and I believe it's mydetroitplayers.com, but do not quote me on that. I think the site is less than a week old. I don't even know the URL for sure myself, but on I'll have it on my IG and that stuff soon.
I want to say we seen the homie Lowe's
posting it. My Detroit Players is literally DetroitPlayers.mdp.
Okay, Detroit Players MBT or
MDP, like My Detroit Players, yeah.
My Detroit
and then the studio is Silent Riot Music. That's where we make all the magic happen.
That's what's up. Yeah. No, because I was liking the logo right there and definitely wanted to see about copping one of them shirts, man, myself personally. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let me know. Yes. Inbox me. We'll put it together.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, absolutely.
I want to say we seen our homie DJ Lowe's busting one of those and shit. The My Detroit Players.
DJ Lowe's got like 5 or 6 up. First of all, DJ Lowe's shirt and a hat and a coat, shoes, just literally everything. I've never seen this man not super duper coordinated. He is the epitome Detroit coordination. Tip my hat to that. I don't care if it's chartreuse, whatever color you can think of. DJ Lowe's got something he got the whole fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got about 5 or 6 of these MVP joints and all the crazy colors, and he make it work every time.
That's dope.
Shout out to OG Love.
Salute right there. Yeah, I got the honor of getting to meet him in person and stuff when I was out there. It was like last July. Yeah, man.
Yeah, super duper humble dude, but super duper quadruple OG. Like I didn't even realize. I knew, but I didn't know until I was in the band with him how far his history went back, and that he actually had to my knowledge, the first Detroit hip hop video.
Yeah, Easy B. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Easy B and DJ Lowe's.
Yeah.
Easy B.
It's Emmanuel Stewart in the video. They actually shot a lot of it at Emmanuel Stewart's gym down
the Krong Gym. Yeah. The Krong Gym.
Yeah.
I believe the Krong Gym, they moved it down Warren some. It's still there though, I believe. The Krong Gym's still there. I believe. Don't quote me though. I know last time I went down Warren down that way, it was still sitting there. So I don't know.
Well, Gio?
Go outside no more, so you'll get better than.
Because I know Crunk's closed.
You say what now?
Because I know Crunk's closed now.
Oh, all right. That's what I was talking about, the Krong Gym.
Oh, yeah, that was on. Yeah, that's closed.
Yeah, they moved it to Warren though, and they had reopened it. But then I heard they was closing it again, but they was protesting that shit. But I don't know. That I used to know some fighters and shit that were like mixed martial artists, and they used to go there. And one of my homies used to stay over there. It was like off Warren and Granville, something like that, over there by in between Southfield and Warren.
That's Warrendale, yeah.
Yeah, over the Warrendale neighborhood. It was over there. There was a barbershop next to it, I remember. But this was a few years back since I've been over there, so I don't know if it's still if it is. You know how shit be going down. But the city seems to be getting a lot of buzz. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it seems like Detroit.
It's past buzz. The city was getting a lot of buzz about 4 or 5 years ago. Like the city popping now.
Right.
Like the city, it was buzz. It's I'm happy to see this side of it. You know, for so long it was a bunch of super duper talented dudes that was just not seeing the light of day. And don't get me wrong, it's still a gang. There's still a gang of people that's not, saying they just do quite just yet. But the spotlight is definitely on Detroit, and I appreciate my city for doing a damn good job of showing up and doing what we're supposed to do when it's our time. But it's definitely our time.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I think sometimes the light was like kind of misguided by just like different artists that were taken that were actually from Detroit, but taken to be like West Coast artists. Let's be honest. West Coast didn't have a sound until Detroit got out there. Absolutely.
Before Motown moved out there, the Cali sound was Beach Boys. Everybody go surfing. You know what I'm saying? That was the Cali sound. They didn't get that funk until a bunch of our uncles, daddies, and aunties, and grandfathers moved out there.
True.
Fact.
Yeah. So it's like,
and then all of a sudden, that's you got the G Funk, but that's honestly been for a long time the Cali. The Cali Detroit connection is, when Motown up and dipped, that was a bunch of families of Detroiters that went out there. The music connection was out there, and it's definitely still a thing. I appreciate the fact that Detroit has always embraced the Cali sound, because that West Coast sound, as far as hip hop is concerned, popped before the Detroit sound popped. But Detroit still was wise enough to latch on to it, whether they even know that it was they own shit or not. It definitely
like that bass sound,
just like that.
Yeah,
like the Bay sound. The Bay sound had that same sound. Like the Bay and Detroit always had a tight connection.
Oh, the Bay, hey, yeah, there's so many Detroit artists that couldn't figure it out for a while. It was a couple of Detroit artists when it was actually starting to get the buzz. Some of the first places Detroiters was going to get bread doing shows, like real bread, was the Bay.
Yeah.
Yep. And when the Bay come out to Detroit, it's always love.
Absolutely.
brotherkingx. I know you got
I think 40 was just either about to be here or he was just here.
Yeah.
How long ago?
He said he gets his the most revenue from his alcohol beverages from the state of Michigan. E40 said that. So he's always.
And Michigan spends so much money. Michigan is the #1 state for online gambling. We a bunch of #1s and we don't even know it. For a long time, Detroit was the #1 radio market in America, and nobody in Detroit knew it because a bunch of the radio stations in Detroit at the time wasn't playing Detroit music. But we had the most listeners listening to other people's shit.
Right.
It was the wildest thing. But yeah, Detroiters didn't even know for a long time back in the day with Mason in the Morning and all of that. That show was syndicated nationwide.
Right. That's history.
Yeah. Detroit is way more powerful than Detroit knows. Knew. Let me say that.
Right.
And I think we're finally getting to the point where Detroit is understanding how powerful it really is.
Yeah, even like we talk a lot about the strip club like shows like Atlanta style like Detroit that got Atlanta got that from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Like we was doing that shit. We still doing it and shit. You know, we had DJ Henhouse on here talking about that, you know what I'm saying? How
Yeah, Atlanta didn't have good lamb chops at their strip clubs until we showed them what to do with it. And half the strippers in Atlanta and Vegas is from Detroit. Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I can't go to Atlanta. I can't go to Atlanta or Vegas without running into at least one chick from Detroit.
Detroit.
Usually the West Side.
Yeah. Damn. That's go.
Shout out the West Side.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else Maestro got going on now and shit? What you got going in the works and shit? I know you got some things in the works.
Oh man. I'm trying to stay out the way. What am I doing? Right now I'm trying to get in the house. Yeah, we mixing this My Detroit Players album. I know y'all got that y'all listen to that Marv 1 project yet? It just came out yesterday.
Yeah. Nah, I gotta check it out though, but I heard about it. That was
man. Yeah, we got the Marv 1 came out. That's I'm fine, thanks for asking. And is the name of the project. We just wrapped that one up. The Courtney Bill project is already on its way. It's some things I'm able to talk about. Some things I'm not. I feel like I would have to talk to some of these people first to figure out how much of this I'm actually able to talk about. I know as far as me personally, I'm finally going to do what a lot of people have been asking me to do, and do my own album, do an actual project. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You got
I don't know what genre it's going to be yet.
Shit.
And I think that might be the point.
Ah, okay.
Is it not have a genre?
Yeah. That's what's up.
Create your own genre. That's something Detroit been known for, is creating their own genre, creating our own lane. You know what I'm saying? We always did that. We had to, you know what I'm saying? I felt like as artists in the 90s, I know it's even in the 80s it was even harder, but just in the 90s for an MC from Detroit, like you got love when you went out of state, but to get your music like into the hands of DJs and all that type of shit, seemed like there was a lot of
the whole time I was touring with D-12, we would do U.S. shows and get, we would get love. It would like going to L.A. crazy love. Going to the East Coast, crazy love. Down South, right?
Yeah.
Combine all of the excitement from America and put you could quadruple that, and it's like the energy from one Canada show or Australia show or somewhere in Manchester or London or like they give it up. They give it up out there. They like I feel like they're true fanatics, like the true definition of what a fan is. They get it. Americans, we're spoiled. We're spoiled with we got so many talented motherfuckers here that it's just like we have a short attention span for for the talent, and it's a gift and a curse. I'm not necessarily complaining, because that's dope to have that much talent coming out of one place, but it makes it where it's hard to like you really, really, really have to be doing something really different or have a huge machine behind you to get Americans to truly be fanatical about you.
Right.
Yeah.
I seen D12 and Obie was just over there, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
I think in Canada and in Europe. I think they was over there.
Yeah, I think they out in Australia right now.
Oh, yeah. It's good to see Obie Trice out there because I feel like Obie Trice should have done a lot more than what he did. Like he's a dope ass.
He did a lot. He did a lot.
Oh, most definitely. He definitely put his stamp in hip hop, but I feel like he could have done a lot more. Shout out to Obie Trice. Last time I seen him was actually outside of Frank Murphy and shit. But shout out to Obie and shit. That's the homie.
He could have did a lot less.
Right? Yeah.
True.
He put on, and he still paved the way for what's happening in Detroit right now. Like it's a lot of these artists that would not be without, you know what I'm saying, people like Obie breaking the mold and taking a couple of them, you know, across the chin with grace, and you know, come out on the other side still a winner. Like, you know, at the end of the day, he's overseas right now doing what he loves to do. You know, so that's a beautiful thing.
So he's still overseas. Yeah, because I heard,
Now, I seen a picture where the police pulled him over. I seen a picture where the cops pulled him over just to take.
If they back, they just got back.
Right. I seen a picture where the cops actually pulled him over just to take a picture with him and shit over there. I think I can't remember what country that was in.
My first tour with D-12, it was 2008. Never Say Never tour. It was supposed to be. Okay, so it was supposed to be D-12, Obie Trice, and Royce the 5'9". At the very last minute, Obie couldn't do it, and then Joe Budden jumped on, right? And then this guy named Classified from Canada. But some of the promoters in Canada didn't change the flyer. And whatever was going on with Obie, they was looking for him. And our very first show, we crossed over into Syracuse, and our very first show, we left the show, got to the show late, all that shit. So they held us up at the border like 6 hours. Got to the show, did the show, left there, everybody hungry. We went to a restaurant, and I think we left like 3 or 4 cars when we left. They pulled over 2 of the cars from the club, and the first thing they asked when they pulled the cars over was, "Where's Obie?" Like they was, So it was, They be on his head, but he always come out on the other side gracefully. So that's a beautiful thing.
Much love, Obie Trice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I could just only imagine you guys try to have a good time too, try to do your own stuff, you know, like, and then great. Shit.
Okay, here you go.
No, that's not like some like shit where Obie and stuff, they straight up being like that, man. That's just
we can't hear you, Black.
No, I can hear you. We can hear you, Black. I can hear you, Blatonio.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me too? Yeah.
Maestro, can you hear Blatonio? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, Maestro.
You go.
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
brotherkingx, I don't know why you can't hear Blatonio, but you're on YouTube, everybody can hear you.
Yeah. No, I just don't know. Yeah, on here, but man, that's that's...
Go ahead. You got a question, brotherkingx?
I just want to know, what was that experience touring with Public Enemy?
Oh, yeah.
Touring with Public Enemy?
Yep.
You might have the wrong Maestro. I never toured with Public Enemy. Yeah, I know a couple of the members, but I never toured with PE. I would have loved to, but I don't even think I was I might not even been old enough to do that.
Right.
So what's some of the big? We know you tour with D-12. What's some of the other names you tour with?
Well, the D-12 tour was obviously with OG Big M. I don't know if you would know Platinum Pied Pipers. We did some international tours back in the day. Touring, I don't know. I haven't done many tours with a bunch of different groups. I did a lot of touring with D-12 and PPP, but that's pretty much it. As far as production, I've been in the studio with a lot of cats. Everybody from Snoop Dogg to M to obviously D-12, Trick Trick, Music Soul Child, Nappy Roots.
Yeah, shout out Nappy Roots. We had Big V on a couple times. Vito.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah.
That's the homie Vito and shit. He got his dispensary going down there in Kentucky. We trying to make something happen between Kentucky and Detroit with the
That's the way.
the weed.
That's the way. Buy the property now and figure the rest out later. But yeah, anybody that can get a dispensary, no matter where you at in the country, do it now.
Right.
Yeah, it's too late to try to. Anybody trying to do it in Detroit, you missed the train.
Right. Yeah, it's popping it right now. Everybody
One,
got
all the licenses is gone. Two, the property values done tripled.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, if you had a dream artist to work with in the studio, who would that be? You got a certain artist you haven't worked with that you got that you would love to work with, like someone you look up to, inspiration.
Honestly, as crazy as this sounds, because I would probably say Stevie Wonder, as wild as that is. It's just one of those things that while he's still here in his prime, it's just kind of one of those things you want to knock off. I've always wanted to knock off my bucket list since I was a kid. He's been in my top 5 composers, dead or alive, since I was, I don't know, since I was 9 or 10 years old. His arrangements is crazy. So, and I would definitely do something that people wouldn't expect, kind of like that. Well, he did that joint with was it Pharrell and Snoop?
Oh,
T.I.?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was that yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because it was.
Snoop on T.I.
For sure. That's what I wanted to call it, because it's like, whoa, all right. It was.
Yeah, but yeah. As far as artists, I don't know if I have like outside of like some like super duper quadruple OGs. Yeah, man. Of course, I would absolutely love to arrange an orchestra over a Dr. Dre beat. That is what I would do. Matter of fact, scratch the Stevie Wonder thing comes second. That's number 2 now. Now that I think about it.
Hey, that could happen too. You know what I'm saying? That could happen.
Number one is the Silent Riot Street Symphony Orchestra over a Dr. Dre production.
That'd be dope.
That would be ideal if I would call and tell my mama about that.
For real. Yeah, that'd be dope. And that's possible though. That's possible.
It is possible, because like
all things are possible. All things are possible.
Yeah. I was just like, go back, like it links right in. It's like I gotta give a shout out to Carl Butch Smalls, Los's pop.
Ooh, the OG, yeah. So while we're speaking about quadruple OGs, yeah.
Yeah, he invented that clap that Death Row is, West Coast is known for, but clap,
Yeah, growing up, I just remember listening to those sounds and being like, man, those sound like the same sounds from the Dramatics, or the same sounds from Parliament, the same, and come to find out it's the same dude playing on all these songs. The same guy for the last 40, 50 years playing all. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Yeah, we
so what's wild, like that that flexitone sound that he was famous that.
Yeah.
That sound he was putting in a bunch of the G-Funk shit. So his son, Los, record I just got done, the My Detroit Players record, I literally just got done mixing while I was late getting on the interview today.
Yeah.
He's playing that same instrument on the My Detroit Players record.
Yeah, we talked to DJ Los about a possible like making like you know what I'm saying, a beat like sound pack for people to buy, and he was talking about, he was like him and his pops, you know what I'm saying, making a pack that. And you ever thought of anything like that, like any kind of like?
I'm actually putting some stuff together with Nick Speed.
Yeah, shout out Nick Speed.
So I don't know if I'm even supposed. Well, I can say this. Let me say, Roland is about to drop SP 404 Mark II Moody Man edition. All right, so I don't know if y'all know they got a Stones Throw edition, but the Moody Man edition is gonna come with some extra bells and whistles. They just dropped the 4.02 update, but it comes with Moody Man sounds, breaks, and some of the beats baked in when you buy it from the store. And Nick and I kind of assisted with that whole process, and so I'm not as famous as Nick Speed, and he's like the sample MPC guy, and so the next sample pack that I work on probably won't have my name on it. It'll probably be mainly his sounds with a couple of bells and whistles, you know, from me. But yeah, the Nick's Electronics SP 404 is the next thing we're working on.
That's dope.
That's dope. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all got
Nick might be mad that I even told y'all that.
Shout out to Nick Speed, dog. Much love to Nick Speed.
Nick Speed is a genius. Nick Speed is a genius. For anybody that doesn't know, Nick Speed is literally a genius. I've had to mix his record. When I say I had to mix his record,
right,
it was kind of one of those things where I thought I was excited at first, and then getting into the process, I'm looking at the files and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this? His process for putting things together, I've literally never seen a process like it. I've heard him make beats and the metronome is doing this thing over here, and the beat that he's making is doing this thing over here. When it loop around, somehow it just always works. I don't know how this man is able to pull off some of the things he's able to pull off, but Nick Speed is 1,000% a genius.
No doubt.
For sure.
Shout out to Nick Speed right there.
He the only person I noticed G Unit, Griselda Gang, and Wu-Tang all at the same time.
Yeah, they still got that whole pots on the stoves galore right there. Like,
how did he do that?
Pots on the stove, yeah. Like all the
that's dope. So what about like Detroit hip hop now? Is there the younger generation, you know, they're making a lot of noise. I mean, they filled up Little Caesars Arena, you know what I'm saying? 4-2 Doug.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that how you feel? Yeah, any certain artists out there, young artists you bumping though? Like that you personally?
I don't listen. Okay. So that's one of those questions that most people that make music, I'm gonna piss everybody off when I answer the question because I don't listen to music. Right? As crazy as that sounds, I can't say I don't listen to music. I don't seek music to listen to, I should say. Right? Every day I'm in the studio, or at least 6 days a week, and I'm listening to music whether I want to or not.
Right.
By the time I leave out of the studio and get in my car, some of the last things I want to do is listen to some more music. So
can imagine.
Yeah, I be listening to the news, radio, and the jazz and classic stations when I leave the studio. But what'll happen is, you know, I'm still, you know, in the environment. So a lot of the songs that need to reach me, I feel like they will, and they usually do.
Most definitely.
But as far as like adamantly seeking, trying to figure out, who's hot and who's not, that list changes so fast, and I got so much shit to do tomorrow. I'm more focused on trying to get on my own list and worry about anybody else's list. But no, that Little Caesars thing was absolutely amazing. And shout out, here's what I want to say. Shout outs to Trick, the No Fly Zone, and any Detroiter who has ever enforced the No Fly Zone, because there would not have been a day where a bunch of Detroit niggas doing a show at Little Caesars Arena would have ever been possible
like
if
that one.
Somebody didn't put their foot down and make the rest of the country respect and understand what Detroit is about, the Detroit music hip hop scene, and that in turn helped Detroit understand its value and its place in the whole thing. So I appreciate the fact that Nick ain't nobody waiting. Ain't nobody waiting no more. Ain't nobody waiting for no handouts or waiting for, this budget or waiting for this label or waiting for this company. It's, Detroit is full of hustlers, and we're gonna figure it out. And it's just a beautiful thing that we're in a position to be able to pull off something like that. And from the way it looks like that's the first annual. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be crazy not to do that again.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we need a maybe Cheddar Boys Rock Bottom show up there and shit, something like that.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think the rest of the world doesn't quite know that.
That would be dope, but not possible.
Yeah, the significance of it right there, like you said, of it not being possible. That right there, I think.
Seeing how the powers to be on the Masters.
That's what I heard. Yeah, it's hard to find rock bottom music now because it got what was it, Interscope? Who they bought it?
Yep. Jimmy Iovine.
I like to believe all things are possible. All things are possible. It's
Most
just what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Well, possibility is nothing.
You can't even find rock bottom music online, bro. None of that.
Yeah, no, when I look up Herc, I can only find his old. Well, I find his new stuff that he dropped under Got Your Back Entertainment and all that, but you can't. Yeah, the old rock bottom, you can't find it.
Once upon a time, you couldn't find Prince music online, but you can find Prince music online. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, it can definitely happen.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. So, what'd you grow up like? What rappers did you grow up on? Like, cause we just had like the D-12 on here that we all three of us grew up on. Like, what was some of the artists that influenced you growing up? Like rappers that you was bumping, a young Maestro was bumping.
NWA, Spice One, the Bud of Law. I was listening to a bunch of West Coast gangster rap growing up. Every once in a while, I guess you know what. Before that, it started. Everybody started with the Run DMCs and the LLs and the Beastie Boys and the Kumo D's, the Rakims. That was like when I saw that, I was 8. You know what I'm saying? 8, 9 years old. And when I was actually, old enough to start buying my own music, 11, 12, 13 years old, that West Coast thing just started taking over. I was Ant Banks used to be my favorite producer. Anything that man touched. Them Too Short albums changed my life as a child. I don't even know whether it was for the good or for the good or the worse.
Big badass like and sitting on something fat ever since, man. Yeah.
I was way too young to be listening to what the fuck Too Short was talking about. I should not have been allowed to hear that. but the music, oh my God. Some of those.
It was the headphone music. You know, didn't want mom and dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Banks.
CMW, all that stuff. Quick, all that production Quick was doing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was real heavy on that whole West Coast movement because it was just it was music, it was musical, but it was hard as fuck. It was still hardcore and funky, and it had that deep groove and that deep pocket. Yeah, I definitely grew up as a listen to a bunch of West Coast. And me, being young, like I said earlier, I didn't even know that I was listening to Detroit shit when I was younger, and that's probably why I fell in love with it. I didn't know.
Right. Well, shit, like they said, when Pop used to come through to Detroit, he would hit up Breed, who's from Flint. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Big Breed, and to come to Detroit. Because Breed had mad love in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Breed.
Yeah, back in the day, we did shout outs to S-Man and Jules Baby. We did a couple of joints with Breed back in the day before he passed.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get a chance to shoot out to the West Coast and work with any producers out there on the West Coast?
No. My West Coast stuff is all shows and shows.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So what's the dopest country you've been to and did a show at? Like, what you think?
The dopest country or the dopest show?
Show, period. All right, show. Dopest show. It could be in America and shit. It could be in whatever.
Good question.
The dopest show was probably we had this big crazy festival in Dublin, and that was wild. That was wild. Any matter of fact, I'm gonna say this: any of the Eminem shows I've done,
right?
All of those shows, like those are. I didn't know. Like you see it, you see it on TV. That's one thing, but you don't understand how big those crowds are. Even if you're in the crowd, you don't understand how big the crowd is until you're standing on stage looking out at the crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you look, and about a mile and a half that way, if not 2 whole miles that way, it's just a sea of people. And then from left to right, it's about a half mile of about a quarter of a mile of people stretching about a mile and a half back. Is just like, it's wild. Is wild. And especially when they all respond to you at the same time. Like I said, the overseas crowds, they know how to give it up. When you tell them, you know what I'm saying, when you tell them to make some noise, be prepared.
Right.
When you asking 60,000, 70,000 motherfuckers to make some noise, because they gonna make some noise. And you don't, like, until like I said, I didn't understand what 60,000 people sounded like until all the motherfuckers was yelling at me after I asked them to, and I damn near pissed my pants. That first time it hit it, because you could feel, like, you tell them to wave their hands in the air like this, and by the time the third wave happens, you can feel the wind on stage from all these people waving their hands.
Yeah, knocked your hat off your head.
That alone just blew me back. Like, yo, like, this is different. This is not the Shelter.
Right.
Not the Shelter.
Yeah, I ain't seen it yet.
The Eminem fans is they're loyal too. They crazy. Those are diehard fans. Like we say, Eminem's Detroit, but it's worldwide.
What I was talking about earlier, they're truly fanatical, and it's a rare thing. Like the Beehive. It's a rare thing when the artists nowadays, I should say, it's a rare thing. It's becoming more and more popular again now, I guess, for people to really be fanatical about an artist and their bodies of work nowadays.
Yeah.
But it's coming back, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Todd, Blatonio, anything? You got some questions?
I was gonna say, do you feel like the funk element is coming back in some younger artists? You know, it might be the thing that's kind of helping it a little bit.
I think the funk element is coming back. I think the music element is coming back. I think people tired of being bored. People tired of hip hop is always cutting edge. Like whatever the sound is, even if we, taking chops from 30, 40, 50 years ago and putting them in this new thing, it's still a new thing. And so by it being this cutting edge thing, yeah, I just I feel real good about where it's going. I can tell that the artists themselves, when it comes to picking beats for their album, they not just picking the beat and keeping it moving. Like they is getting back into full productions like that. The one that won the Grammys, that Killer Mike album.
Killer Mike.
That Killer Mike album sounds a lot like they found Ant Banks somewhere and had him play a bunch of bass lines and keys all through that mug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So after the beat is done, that's really where I come into play. And my specialty, I guess that's why I'm so happy to see it coming back, because I'm the guy that after your song is done, after this guy over here makes the beat and this guy over here raps the lyrics for the verse and this guy over here do the hook, I'm the guy that takes of that and makes it pop off the page.
Right.
So if that's just mixing, then that's cool. If I hear some vocals, I'm good at filling in the blanks. But I guess I hear and identify the blanks first. So the vocal, guitars, drums, keys, DJ scratches, arm farts, like whatever it is that the song is missing, I'm gonna try to find it and tastefully blend it in. And I've been hearing a lot more depth to a lot of this music. It's not just so one and two dimensional anymore, and that warms my soul. Warms my soul.
Yeah. That's
word. Being somebody that done performed in front of like 60, 70,000 people and shit, as somebody that is in the studio 6 out of 7 days a week, what do you get more of a rush from, or what do you prefer more, being in the studio or being out there in front of that crowd and hyping that crowd up, playing that music, all that? How you feel like? What do you prefer more?
Once upon a time, it used to be the crowd. It used to be the crowd. Now I can, if this makes any sense, I can almost paint the picture of what I want the crowd to do or the listener to do from the studio, and it's like I feel like I have more control in the studio than I do on stage, because show day is always the craziest day of the week. People who haven't called you in 5-10 years, everybody wants to call you on show day.
Right.
And whatever, no matter how many I's you dot, T's you cross, something is going to go wrong on show day. And depending on where you are, how far away from your resources you are, you can have a shit show. In the studio, it's literally, I feel like I'm unlimited. It's like I feel like it's nothing I really can't accomplish as far as music is concerned. Once I'm locked in, and just being able to take the song that my biggest joy is taking a song that somebody thinks is done. Artist gives me their music and they like, yeah, shit's dope. Steak Maestro. and I'm like, let me get this session back to you in a couple of days. And then I give it back to them, and then I've literally given songs back to people and turned around after the song was playing, and they was sitting on the couch, bawling, tears, crying.
Damn. That gotta be a good feeling.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a really impactful, sentimental song. He was talking about some real personal things, but what he implored to me was how I was able to tap into that emotion that he was trying to convey on the song. And I brought out the orchestra and that whole thing, and the ebb and flow, and it's like little mini skits. Like the song damn near sounds like you're listening to a audio movie. You know what I mean? Like a movie with no visuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's kind of how it sounds, and I try to do that a lot. Actually, I don't try to do it a lot. It just I'm just trying to make it sound as good as I possibly can, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, this shit kind of sound like you can close your eyes and see the scene, like some of those skits on that Compton album.
Yeah.
The Dr. Dre Compton album, you can close your eyes and see exactly what the fuck. You can damn near see what color shoes people wearing. It's the audio is so detailed, right. And just I appreciate the fact that people are adding, people are caring about the details again, and that's it's definitely making my value and my stakes go up. So I'm happy.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Like, because I mean, it's like paint a picture right there. You want to paint it good, not just like a basic of a, like there's stick figure drawing, but pretty much it sounds like what you saying. Like, yeah, you putting or shadowing. You're putting shadowing. You're putting the shit that's missing. They doing stick figures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now it's coming back.
Bringing it to life.
Yeah, I will be honest. It took me a while. I used to be the guy that would just throw everything in the kitchen sink at a track, and it took me a while to find the balance of my cousin Marv. He would tease me all the time, like, that's too much, Chafin, that's too much, you're doing too much, Chafin. So now my whole thing would be finish this track, make it dope, and make it where Marv can't say shit. If we get to the end of this song and Marv don't talk no shit, I know I did a good job.
Shout out Marv.
It took when I say it took at least a decade for me to get there. But yeah, we there. And ever so often he'll be like, Shafe, that's too much. And now I'm to the point where I got enough confidence, and sometimes I'll listen, sometimes we argue, but at the end of the day, the song always wins. So, yeah, we both win.
Well, that to me sound like like that's dope. Like, so you got to that level. He doesn't do it very often, but when it does, it's like you take it in real consideration. Because some people,
yeah, because I mean, I know that when he said it, as much as my feelings was hurt, and as much as I'm thinking, this nigga don't know shit, all of that. At the end of the day, it helped, and it helped a lot and progressed me to it helped me hear what I don't hear, what other people hear. Sometimes, the shit that be going on in my mind, I might hear too much. It's 12 people talking in my head right now.
Right.
I'm ignoring all of them to have this conversation right now.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who has this kind of
multiple personality.
Yeah, no, multiple. Yeah, well, yeah, that's another story. But yeah, multiple personality.
I gotta talk to my psychiatrist about.
Yeah, no, we definitely no, I want to definitely reach out to you because I don't believe I have you on Facebook, and definitely would like to like link up and see about like the shirts and everything like that, and a couple other things. Yeah,
for sure. That and when we actually get a release date, for this MDP project. I'll make sure I shoot that information to y'all as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like if you have a flyer, if you want me to make a flyer for what you got coming out too, like we'll promote it that way too, because that's what we're about hip hop really. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
To me,
Detroit's the home team, but we celebrate hip hop worldwide. You know what I'm saying? We've had legends from all over, but we have 8 shows a month.
I done checked out some of y'all older episodes. Y'all got a crazy roster.
Appreciate that.
Y'all got some crazy heavy hitters, crazy OGs on the scene in there too. That was wild.
Okay, well, one of them I wanted to mention because like DOC brought him up, and it was like, man, it answered my questions right there. Because
I'm gonna say DOC, that was the OG I saw where I was just like, Jesus Christ, where like.
Well, DOC, we had one of DOC's inspirations, Just Ice. We had him.
Just Ice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know how we pulled that one off because Just Ice don't just do interviews, you know what I'm saying? But we got Just Ice, the man himself.
I don't know how I did it, brother, but I pulled it off.
Yeah, shout out brotherkingx.
like I said, all things are possible.
Yeah, and better now for the rest of DOC because those are two of my I was like, wow.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard the formula. I had the box on Barton Cablevision, and I thought that song was the greatest thing that had ever happened to hip hop. I heard that beat and how he wrote that, bro. Like, ooh, that's why I'm on the incline of the rhythm. Get a record a second, and I'm gonna get mine. Like that record, that shit was crazy. I think I was 10 going on 11. And I was happy that we had just I was one of them kids that didn't grow up with cable, so I didn't get cable until I was like 10, and then it was by the time I turned 13, it got cut off, so we still ain't have it for that long. But yeah, them 3.5 years I was watching the box. Yeah, the formula was that one.
Funky enough, like that.
Yeah, no, shout out DOC. He actually in his documentary, he's got like Eminem on there chopping it up. Like he's broke down some of his lyrics to Eminem that Eminem didn't understand. Eminem was rapping what he was saying, but he didn't know what he said in a couple bars, and DOC spit them for him and shit. So it was pretty dope.
That's dope.
Everybody got caught up on was on the mind blowing part. It's like it goes. I'm acknowledging what you've been missing. Like that one fast. The doc is dope. I would have been down with rock, but I'd be broke by the punk. I'm opening up my trunk to reveal. Now you're missing.
Right.
Yeah. Never a segment is negative. I'm employing what you've been missing is what he's been saying all this time. So.
What do you think about AI? Because DOC was talking to us about that, like possibly doing an AI album with his pen. His pen game's still on point. It's just he lost his voice, his vocal cords, his voice is like screwed up. What you think about the AI and shit? And with technology?
I think for everybody outside of DLC, AI is the devil.
Yeah, outside of the DLC, yeah.
If you don't have a reason like DLC to use that,
no.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
your license. DLC gets it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you using AI to write your rhymes in the Terminator, you deserve for the Terminator to come in and blow your brains out.
Like I just did an impression of Craig Mack dissing P. Diddy, so just between us, right? And that's not. Yeah.
Oh, you saying like an AI joint?
No, it's not an AI. I do. You want to be around next year? Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Ha! It's like. Yeah, and
it
if
was
you want to check
like
it out,
it was paying homage to Craig Mack and other artists.
This coming at Diddy with, because I think he didn't get it his shine he deserved. So it's like it was out of.
I'm different with all that technology stuff, man. I'm like I use a bunch of technology, in my job. I have to, but I've been being creeped out about a bunch of this shit on this planet that's been going crazy for decades now, and Yeah, I'm one of them ones with the aluminum hat on.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with the AI. No chat GPT. I'm gonna be one of the ones that's left behind.
Right.
Well,
Everybody else gonna be on into the future, and I'm gonna take out a pen and a piece of loose leaf.
Yeah.
Well,
and get busy.
We all wearing the tinfoil hats over here, man. So
right.
Well, shit. Let's talk about touring with D-12. I know everybody always says it like they're that's the funnest rap group in history and hip hop history. Is that really true? Like, is it when they touring with D-12? Is that just like one big party all across the world and shit? Is just a party they?
It was. I will say that those were some of the most fun times in my entire life. Was touring with those guys for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Like it's still work. All of this. They say if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Bullshit. Because even if you're doing what you love, what you love comes with a bunch of extra stuff if you're doing it right. That it's just not, it's just not really a part of it. But it is. So that the fun factor with those guys is I wasn't around on tour, during the first two albums. So by the time I came around, it was after P had passed, and it was them, on a second stride, so to speak. And so I was the young guy on the tour this time. And some of those nights, they definitely make me feel old, especially McVeigh. Nobody has more energy than Swifty McVeigh. When that man gets on stage, it's from the time the show starts to the time the show ends, he gives it 2,000 million%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I was doing the interview with OG Trick on Shade 405 not too long ago, and we was and Trick came out on a couple of the tours with us, and that's what he was talking about when me and Swift would go out there and go crazy, but I was following Swift's lead.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm the young guy. I'm supposed to, and I'm the hype man. I'm supposed to be more hype than Swifty McVeigh, and trying to be more hype than Swifty McVeigh, you'll fucking have a heart attack on stage.
Work right there. You putting in
that
work.
That man is fit and runs a lot of miles, and you can tell when he gets on stage.
So you following his lead almost as the hype man. You like, oh shit, okay.
Oh man, yeah, because he was definitely way more hype than me. I had to learn.
Yeah, I can only because I'm just this motherfucker. I'm saying, you probably had moments like that, man. This motherfucker, man, you warm me up, bitch. like no, yeah.
Never the B word, but yeah.
No, not like that.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we got some homies we can say that, but yeah, not to be, yeah. But damn, you warm me out, motherfucker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because I've always heard that, like, and I've done shows like at the shelter and at places like that. I remember Bizarre being at like St. Andrews before they was big, like when Attack of the Weirdos was dropping and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the rave parties, all that shit when the 90s doing the raves and shit. Even Eminem threw a rave.
With all that Tide laundry detergent on the wall and shit, you was up in there?
I was in that motherfucker, dog. The ones at Harper and Van Dyke, the ones on Bagley, the ones all over
the detergent on the wall with the black lights.
Yeah. I remember Eminem threw one. It was on Mac, and he had a biker gang as a security. I forgot the name of the gang, biker club or whatever and shit. But that shit was so crazy. Hush and them was there. They was down there. D-12 was all down there. Fucking M was down there, and it was dope. It was like in the illegal raid, but they was all up in there. M had already signed with Dre. He was already big
Yeah.
time, but he was still doing the rave part. He did a rave party down there to show love.
Yeah, I just mixed another joint with Hush like about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy too. It's crazy. Hush did the production. It's Hush, Bobby J, and Cadillac Dale.
Yeah, Cadillac Dale. Yeah,
Cadillac
it's crazy too. Yeah, yeah. I had to tip my hat to Hush on that beat. Marv did too. Yeah, the beat on that the whole song is crazy, but it's one of those beats where Marv heard it, and Marv don't like shit.
Right.
And Marv heard that beat and was like, yo, this shit is serious.
So you said Mars project dropped yesterday, you said, right? Mars new
dropped yesterday. Number we're in the top 10 for on iTunes hip hop.
Damn, that's dope.
And that's less than, I say it was 24 hours top 10.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but that's super, super dope. He told me this morning, earlier today.
That's dope. Congratulations,
because it dropped midnight Thursday night, Friday morning.
Okay, y'all go cop that if you ain't copped it. You know what I'm saying? And definitely get ready for my Detroit play.
It is amazing. It's easily Marv's most personal and best project, best body of work.
Oh shit!
Hands down.
That's what's up.
Anybody that if you just like good music and reality, if you are based in reality and you like good music, then this is the album for you. If you also fairy tale shit, this ain't the one for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I just seen Marv not just recently on my homie Mikey T, the movie stars. He was getting interview on there. He had an interview.
Okay. Yep.
Shit. Yeah, that was. And he was talking about the project. I didn't know exactly what date it dropped, but I'm definitely when we get off done with the interview, I'm definitely going to check that out for sure.
And can people still hit you up for beats if they're interested in
Are you working with people like that outside of the people you already know?
Yeah, I'm actually coming out of beat retirement. I've been doing so much like side production and engineering and working on like movies and stuff that like I said, when I left the studio, the last thing I would want to do is hear more music. So for a while, I was just not. I wasn't making a beat until $1 was staring me in my face.
Right.
That's when I finally make a beat. And right now, I am making some huge moves and some changes to be able to allot that time, to make that part fun for me again.
Right.
I do know, like the few times where I do, one of the reasons I'm really anxious to get back in, because the few times that people have pulled me out of the little fake retirement, I guess I'm calling this.
Right.
I've surprised myself on what came out on the other side, and it's kind of one of those things like, yeah, Maestro, you fucking up for not making more of this readily available. So that's part of what my project is about. Is like, even with the one of the things we did with the Monica Blair project to try to get Silent Riot beats out there and get our sound established was to drop an artist and do all the beats, so that kind of like back in the day when Dr. Dre would drop an artist, Neptunes, or Timbaland would drop an artist, they would do all the beats. So even though the album was kind of a feature for the artist, of course, because it's the artist's album, it was kind of a feature for the producer as well, because Seven Aurelius or whoever these guys were, they had a chance to actually produce whole albums, Swiss Beats, you know, RZA, the OG greats, back when, you know, it wasn't, you know, 10 songs with 10 different producers on it. So yeah, I'm getting back into that to actually I guess you could say reestablish my sound, so to speak.
So what would be the best way for people to contact you if they was looking for some beats?
Probably Instagram. Instagram Maestro Williams, Instagram Silent Riot Music on Instagram.
I myself, like, I reach out. Yeah, I'm Papa Jive on Instagram. You know, I'm Blatoniotodd on Facebook. But yeah, so I'd be able to.
So you putting your bid in early.
Yeah.
When you see my name on your IG, make sure you answer back.
Like, no,
Yeah,
I guess I gave up.
Start getting flooded.
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
So, with your connections with D-12 and Eminem, you know, we have a history. This is something. It's just because it's a hot topic right now, and everybody keeps talking about it. Like we've even had guests that aren't even from Detroit that bring it up. And that, what do you think about Benzino, dog? What do you think about Benzino?
No, yes, and you can.
It was coming.
I hate to do it, dog, but I mean, people be asking this shit. And I know you got direct times with the host.
Before I answer, let me get a clear understanding of what it is you're actually asking me. What are you asking me about Benzino before I say anything?
Well, there's a couple things because we got a theory here at the Hood Smoker Podcast that we believe M actually low key. He got to have some type of love for Benzino because he threw him a bone by just bringing his name back out to be relevant. But, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of threw, like, he didn't really have to. It was kind of random.
But what I was really, what got to me, it wasn't even about the him dissing Eminem. That's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to diss each other. But coming to Detroit and how he came to Detroit almost, it was kind of like, do you have any feelings towards that?
More. It really like became like that's what it was. Like it became kind of more like he really kind of insulted Detroit, and I don't know if he, you know, that's kind of how we kind of.
He would have. It would have been. It would have been an insult if he was relevant.
Right.
Like,
okay. Yeah.
Let's be honest right now.
Okay.
The thing that makes Benzino relevant is what?
Is Eminem.
Marshall.
Yeah, Eminem acknowledging him.
What are you doing? Like the only thing that makes that man, like, the only reason if Benzino would have did a diss record on Too Short.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Which is mad disrespectful. Who the fuck talks shit about Too Short? You should never do that. But
no,
I'm saying it's like, you know, what KRS One say, thou shalt not battle Nas. Yeah, man, he's not a factor. He's not a factor. He's doing clown shit. He's doing exhibitions. He's an exhibitionist at this point. And he's doing exhibitions to get people's attention for who knows whatever the fuck reason. I sat there and watched that man change his mind about Eminem 4 times in the same interview. I would much rather talk about something else. As far as I'm concerned, the man is a clown and he don't deserve that much time.
He got enough time and shit. Moving on from that and shit. We got that out the way.
And, you know, and I just only wanted to just throw one last thing of, like, you know, like, of the place he came to was like pretty much a kind of neutral zone and stuff. It would have been, I think, if he wanted to make more of a point that he was trying to do, he could have shown up in the, you know, the hood where he thought he was, you know, that's
Coney Island or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He went to Boston.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I'm just saying, like actually be in the hood.
He is begging to be important, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
refuse
we gonna
to
drop Benzino.
refuse to allow that on my watch. So.
Yeah, we gonna drop Benzino. It was just he just happened to be popping right now with the whole Detroit thing. People are making a big deal about it. I can't go on my news feed without seeing this shit. It's like gets tiring after a while, and it's like almost M threw him a bone. So look, we gonna drop that shit. He made him relevant, and that's if he wouldn't have even dissed him, we wouldn't even be talking about him. So shout out to Shady though. He should actually be thanking him. I think he's a stan, low key.
Yeah.
I really do and shit. But yeah, for real. But we got Maestro in the building, y'all. Get ready for that, my Detroit players. And also, you were talking about you got your own personal like a album you're doing, your own project.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I haven't fully recorded one song. I got a gang of beats, a gang of hooks, a gang of ideas running around in my head. I think I finally came up with a concept because, like I said, doing all these like if I came out with if I called it a hip hop album and it had a bunch of singing and shit on it, that don't work, right?
Yeah.
So
again,
actually, that would work. That would work. If I called it an R&B album and put a bunch of rap on it, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be R&B. It's not gonna be rap. It's not gonna be jazz. It's not gonna be. I don't know what. It's gonna be some acapellas, some instrumentals, some. I don't know what's gonna be on there yet, but it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be an event. It's gonna be a ride.
As far as instruments, do you play a lot of live instruments?
Yeah.
You were in band, right? I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, you were talking about being in band, right?
Yeah, I played like marching band, snare drum, captain in high school and trombone and stuff like that in marching band. But I've played keys since I was a baby and played on the drums. I got a guitar when I was 15 and been plucking around on it ever since. So like it's a gang of like I just got an accordion about a month ago.
Accordion? Oh shit, okay. So you are the maestro. That's what I was gonna say. You are the maestro, literally, like.
Yeah, it's 12 notes. It's 12 of them. And this group American Gregorian scale we use. It's 12 notes, and every instrument is gonna play those same 12 notes in different octaves. It's just a matter of picking up the instrument and figuring out that instrument's language to be able to do what it is you're trying to do. On stage, some of these instruments you will never ever 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 catch me playing in front of people because I'm not that good. In the studio, I can make you believe whatever I want you to believe.
Right.
If I want you to believe it's bass player, 2 guitar players, ukulele player, or orchestra, and somebody playing the harp, you'll believe that those people are actually in the room.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. Did you ever work with Slaughterhouse?
I worked with Royce. I worked with Crooked. I didn't work with them as a group now.
Okay.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, me, Crooked, and Swiftly McVeigh actually got a song and a music video. We did wow, I'm old, man. That thing might be about 7, 8 years old now.
Shit, what's the name of it?
Yeah.
You Ain't Real.
You Ain't Real. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, check it out.
You Ain't Real. Maestro Williams, Crooked Eye, Swiftly McVeigh.
Yeah.
I'm actually rapping on there. It's one of It's one of the few times. D-12 is like the only times people will ever hear me rap is on a Marv One album way back in the day. I hope nobody ever hears that verse. And yeah, Conniva mixtapes. So yeah, stuff like that. Stuff with D-12 has been the only time I've actually rapped and released it is with those guys.
Yeah.
Growing up 7 years ago, Swifty McVeigh, You Ain't Real featuring Maestro and Crooked Eye. As we see
My math was correct.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I was gonna say,
I'm happy to check that video.
be quiet right there. I was gonna see you got a question, my brother?
Oh, talking to me?
Yeah, Brother King X.
Brother King X, you got a question? You've been yeah, your camera's not on right now, but I know you with us and shit. You got a question? Another question for Maestro? I don't want to take up all the airtime from
you. No, we appreciate you coming on.
Most definitely.
Oh man, I appreciate you having me. This is beautiful, man. This is definitely I would say getting me out the house, but I'm definitely in the house. It's bringing me out in the public more. I should say that.
Oh man, yeah. To me, it's an honor. I was gonna say, if you've ever been out to Arizona, I mean, you made it out here. Like when I said, I've seen the albums, with Chaos and Maestro out here. The rest is history. I've kept up on Detroit hip hop, so I know the name right there, and I've always kept up on that. It's like, oh shit, Maestro on this, Lord Magi right here. So, have you ever been out to Arizona?
Okay, so this is where the interview starts getting weird.
Okay.
Because I know Magi, and I'm not him. Yeah, that's the wrong Chaos. That's the wrong. That's the other Maestro. Chaos and Maestro.
Two Maestro.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Good dude though. Good dude. Yeah. I can't even say I know him. I met him a long time ago. I was working at I used to work at Guitar Center, and I was working at Guitar Center, and my name tag said Maestro, and then he walked up on me, and was like, "Who told you you could use that name?"
Now I see where you see.
We had a whole conversation. I let him know who I was, and it was cool by the time they ended the conversation. But and what was dope is, I guess he, at the time, this was 2004, he had kind of taken a break from music, and so he wasn't really tripping off the name like that. But yeah, I'm old, but yeah, I'm still still kind of young and spry.
Right.
Yeah. Man, no.
All good.
Yeah. But no, it's a small world. Yeah. But yeah, I feel, like, man, I feel bad about, like with that, man. Didn't mean no disrespect.
No, man. Believe me, it's not the first time, and won't be the last. Somebody on my Instagram, Maestro Fresh West out of Toronto just won some kind of award, and somebody was talking to him, I guess, at the award show, and they inboxed me like, "Man, it was a pleasure meeting you last night," and I'm like,
"Wasn't me."
No. Man.
I met him too. I met him actually on the D12 tour.
Oh, all right.
Yep, D12. That same one, D12, Royce the 5'9", Joe Budden, and Classified.
That's dope. Have you ever met Royce's brother Vicious, Kid Vicious?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so true story. This band here, My Detroit Players.
Yeah.
We actually started off. As the band for Vicious.
Oh, for real?
Vicious. Yeah. Before it was MDP. It was BMDP. So it was Vicious and My Detroit Players.
That's dope. Yeah, I know Vicious did a lot of stuff with band, live instruments and stuff like that. I know Kid Vicious was doing a lot of music like that.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of that work. But yeah, that's my man. That's family.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw that.
right.
I saw he was on there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
he
got
been
that
on
on.
here a couple times. Yeah, we rock with Kid Vicious and his whole camp. You know what I'm saying? Alien Gang, Heaven Studios. We rock with all them. It's all
Yeah,
there.
Yeah. I'm like,
super.
That's true with like Kid Vicious right there, man. We kind of like got closer and stuff. We kind of got dragged into a little thing with Talib Kweli and stuff, and then that was kind of like got on closer, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Talib started trolling us because him and Kid Vicious had a problem, I guess, and he wanted to. We were interviewing Kid Vicious and shit. So he wanted to.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. We've had that happen a couple times.
Yeah.
Politics online, but
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't even know enough about that situation. I saw what I saw on the outside looking in.
Right. The first time we actually had Vicious on here, we're like, look, we ain't even gonna talk about dude. We don't want to stir the pot, all that. So we did a whole couple hours interview, chopping it up with Vicious and all that. Then towards the end, Vicious was he just snapped. He was like, "Fuck stirring the pot." Da, 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 da. He was like, he couldn't help himself. You know what I'm saying? He just went in on him, man. Because we were like, we don't want to just keep throwing fuel on the fire. We don't know enough about it. He just trolling us. We don't want to give him no shine, this and that. So Vicious was like, all right, bet. We're not going to talk about him. But I guess towards the end, he just couldn't hold it in anymore. And he just went in on him and shit.
Yeah, I'm not on the internet like that. But that was some special kind of trolling. I'm just like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
grown ass man. What are you doing?
It was it's a surprise to most people who run into it. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. That whole Talib.
He wasn't even on our radar. You know what I'm saying? It was like Talib. I ain't think we was gonna have a problem with him. Like, here's conscious rapper Talib Kweli, and now he's saying all this crazy shit because we rock with Kid Vicious. Like, but this is what it is, dog.
Yeah, how fast he I'm gonna leave that alone. I just never seen anybody label like how fast he was quick to throw labels out, hashtags. It's just like, yo,
no, exactly. I hear.
This is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons I don't fuck around with that internet shit like that. This is, like I said, this. You know what I'm saying? The couple of interviews I've been doing, but I've been real careful to try to stay away from it because, like I said, the whole AI, the technology, the social media, a bunch of this shit. Like, let's be real, a bunch of this shit is goofy.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's goofy as fuck, and it's got these kids thinking this shit is reality, and it's not.
Facts.
It's fucking not. It's goofy. And a bunch of these niggas out here looking goofy because they doing a bunch of this goofy ass internet shit and thinking that it's real life, and
it's not.
And that shit'll backfire on you too in real life because some of them situations end up turning into real life situations, and they don't want.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna learn today,
right?
So
I mean, we talked about that earlier and stuff. You know, like just like with locations and stuff like that. You know, like. Heck, we didn't have that back. You know, now it's like, heck, you got people, they got a beef with it, and they see the location, they follow it, you know, like, damn.
Yeah, it's a different world.
Different world,
yeah. I'm straight on all of that.
Yeah, I was glad they didn't have all this technology when I was young growing up because I probably would have gotten a whole lot more trouble than I actually did if they had all that damn technology and shit. I could just talking shit on live. They motherfuckers on live gang banging and doing that dumb shit on live. Like, I see it now and it's fucked up. It's like, damn, this dude you're going live telling your ops right where you're at and shit, talking shit, and it's like, don't make no sense to me. It's like, let's get
That's how I know I'm old. That's how I know I'm old. When I see shit like that, that's how I know I'm truly an old man because I don't understand
What we got to say here that we got from our homie Hussein.
Shout out to Hussein also. Like,
It's so many just principle. It's so many just principle street rules that get broken every day off this internet shit, and I don't understand how the same niggas that's block this and street that and boom, 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 and then they breaking man code, they breaking street code, they breaking all types of codes going on here on this goofy ass internet doing a lot of this shit. It's
right. No, that's
weird.
But as far as we got a saying here at the Hood Smokers Podcast. Shout out to Hussein.
Dumb shit, like saying who actually
shit. Yeah. Outlive the dumb shit.
Old for outliving dumb shit. Yeah, acronym right there.
Yeah, shout out to Hussein, the West Side Hussein. He came on here and we kind of stuck with it. We had Lonzo from the World Class Wrecking Crew on here. He was like, tell Hussein that shit's going out to Compton now and shit. He was like, I'm gonna put that on shirts and shit. Outliving dumb shit. When they call you old school or old head or OG or whatever, it's because we outlived that dumb shit.
Man, and a bunch of us didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True, real talk, yeah.
Nah, rest in peace, boss, too, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Man, that hit the city so hard, man.
Shit. I know the industry it hit. It wasn't like it hit Detroit extra hard, but it was like you seen people coming out from all over hip hop showing love and respect, like from all over the world.
Yeah, RP OG Boss. Yeah, she was legendary for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's a year ago.
Yeah, so shit.
Yeah, that was first. So what's crazy? What you remember? Y'all was asking me about like the stuff I grew up listening to.
Yeah,
I used. I thought I used to think AMG was from here because he was rocking with Boss. I didn't. I didn't. I was too young. I was too young to put the shit all the way together.
Right, and Boss was Spice and shit. Spice One.
Like, see, we thought Boss was from over on the West Coast too. So it was like
me and my brother got into an argument because he said she was from West Coast, and I said AMG was from here, and we was both wrong. We was both wrong.
See, if we have discussions like this, we could live longer.
Right.
Just saying.
So when is I don't know, I can't remember. Did you do you got a date yet for the My Detroit Players?
No. I've realized to not do dates until everything is done.
Right.
Yeah. So it's no rush. I know it's a lot of people waiting to hear some music from us, but I'd rather it be good rather than fast.
Right. And I don't want you to get your blueprint out on dropping music and all that, but do you got any singles or anything you gonna put out before the album drops?
Yeah. Yep. It's Genius Envy is the first single we putting out.
Okay. Genius Envy. Yeah. Ready for that. My Detroit Players.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. And like you said, I like that, don't rush it and everything. It's like,
Right, no, it should have masterpiece. I already know you can't rush genius.
So
if you go to a soul food restaurant, they gonna tell you good food ain't fast and fast food ain't good.
That's true.
Yeah. We'll say it need to marinate. Need to marinate.
Right, cook it slow. Yes, sir. We got Maestro in the building, y'all. If you just tapping in, smash like on the way in. You got any questions for Maestro, let us know and shit. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now, or if you're catching this on the replay. We're talking Detroit hip hop. We're just talking hip hop period right now with the homie Maestro, My Detroit Players. We got a lot talking D-12, and we ain't even gonna talk about the other stuff we was talking about, but
let's power.
Yeah. No, but so what do you got? What else you got going on, Maestro? I mean, I know you come from a musical background and all that. Was that how you really was your main influence to get into music? Was your family?
Well, I don't even know if it was my family. It was just I don't remember when I started liking music or when I started making music.
Oh, all right.
You know what I mean? Like I just grew up and music was just always there. So it was like I don't have like a start date. Like people ask me when I start playing, playing the piano, and I got baby pictures of me behind the piano, so I don't
your whole
know.
life.
I don't remember that part. So it was just always going to be that was always my first option. Like from 5, 6 years old, I didn't know exactly what I was going to do in music. I knew I was going to be a musician. I knew I wasn't going to be like one of them salty managers or nothing like that. But it was definitely a thing where, I never thought about not doing it. I guess is the easiest way for me to describe it. It was never an option for me to not make music. Not only not make music, but not make music like my main thing. Even the last job I had was I was working at Guitar Center. So even that was still music, and that was 2004 last time I punched that clock.
Damn. Yep. And then the rest of it, like, so pretty much doing the music there, right? I mean, actually, you know what I mean? Like actually make, some people say they're getting paid off music. You actually doing that, what people dream to do right there then,
Yeah, and it didn't even hit me. It didn't even hit me until I want to say about 2 years ago. You as much as you want to do and all the dreams and aspirations and blah blah blah. And me and Marv sitting at the studio kicking it one day, and I call myself complaining about this not happening, the stuff we wanted, and we not there yet, and we almost blah blah blah. And Marv said, think about where you were when you were 21, and who was in that room with us, and think about how many people in that room have not done 10% of the things that you've done or accomplished up to this point. And it put the whole thing in the proper perspective. I'm not I'm still going for my Grammy, but I'm not. I wake up every day doing what I love to do, and I wouldn't trade that. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. Because to me, I see it as the best medicine right there. Keeps us out of trouble and all that kind of shit, man.
Mm-hmm. It can get you into some trouble too, depending on what's on you.
Yes, it can get you in trouble as well. Yeah, that's very true. Comes with the territory. Pretty much. Yeah, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I remember the interview too. I want to play this joint. I definitely want to play. I was looking at it, that track you got with Crooked Eye and Swifty. I definitely want to play that.
Yeah, I did the beat for that one too.
Oh, all right, that's dope. Yeah, we're gonna play that at the end of the show, so y'all stay tuned after the interview. We're gonna play that video. So it's 7 years old, but classic lives forever. Good music don't die.
Yeah, and the majority of that is actually shot at my studio, Silent Riot Studios. Crooked came to Detroit and shot his parts.
That's what's up. Yeah, we're trying to get Crooked on right now. We got a couple people that fuck with Crooked real tough and shit. So we're trying to get them on here. But shout out to Crooked Eye out there. He produced my homie T Crime's album and shit. Well, he did he was talking over. He would have hosted it. He hosted his album. It was pretty dope.
Okay.
He's out there in Vegas and shit. That was dope. But shit. Brother King X, are you even with it? You okay over there, Brother King X?
Fixing them right now. I was trying to see if Yeah, our 30 co-host right there, Brother King X. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen his screen pop on, so I don't think he's on here.
I was texting him right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if y'all just tapping in, like I said, we got Maestro in the building. Detroit legend, producer. He raps, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, there's actually a track you don't want people to, you hope they don't find, right? That you was rapping on and shit.
I ain't gonna tell you what that one is.
Yeah, you ain't gonna tell us the name of that
one. I don't remember. I do not remember the name of that song.
We gonna have to
and you know what? Like I'm almost thinking just by the way you say that right now. I bet I could probably like if I found it, it's probably not that bad actually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You always your number one critic.
Not that good.
What about the beat though? And the production? What about the production and the beat though? That was good though, right?
Yeah. I'm never gonna. Yeah, I mean, no, the production. Yeah, that beat is dope.
Yeah,
that beat is Zurich. I made that beat in Zurich. The name of that beat is Zurich.
Zurich. Okay.
Zurich. I made that beat on the
in actual Zurich.
Yeah, I used to when I was on tour, I would make beats on the road, and I would name the beats after whatever city or country I was in.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope to live a life like that where you get to tour, you get to do what you love. I mean, and that's your living and shit. That's just dope. And so I salute you for that, though. Like, and you're definitely a pioneer in Detroit hip hop. I know Blatonio always mixed it up a little bit with Magi. Shout out to Magi too and shit. And if you do tap, if you're tapping in, But we got Maestro in here, and it's definitely an honor having you on, dog. Then, like I said,
he still hold weight in the city.
No doubt. And we definitely, when the My Detroit Players drops, all that, the single drops, we'll definitely push that. And like I said, we're gonna play this track with Switty McVeigh and Crooked, because I know that shit's gonna be hard. I already know. I gotta think about it.
I definitely want to hit you up after the interview, my homie. Like see about, if you're down about like see about one of them shirts, like for sure, and then like some.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, make sure we y'all go check out that Marv One. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Keep us in that that top 10 on iTunes. We see what this billboard talking about in a couple weeks.
Yeah, go cop that Marv One for sure and shit. Most definitely just dropped in the top 10 on iTunes. Go cop that. Any shout outs you want to give that you might have missed, Maestro? Anybody you want to shout out?
I'm gonna forget. I try not to do shout outs because every time I do shout outs, I leave somebody and then somebody gonna be mad. I'd rather have everybody be mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out my city. Shout out Detroit. Shout out Detroit hip hop. There we go.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Anything else you forgot about?
My Silent Riot family. Anybody that's ever came through the doors of Silent Riot, be it the 8 Mile, the Greenfield location, or my mama house, or my auntie basement. That's love. Thank you for helping us support us all these decades.
That's what's
like
up.
I said, it definitely was an honor having you on here, and we're gonna. I'm looking forward to that Detroit Players and your solo project. I'm looking forward to that too. And I know that good work takes time.
All mixed cooking together, man. That sound dope.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for coming on, dog. Like like I said, I want to play this track, so I'm gonna play this video. But it was definitely an honor having you on here, Maestro, and shit. And like, you're welcome anytime. And like, we always leave that door open on the Discord, like, where if you see somebody, one of your homies or something that we, as a guest, you can come on, or somebody you rock with and shit. Like Los pop down, we have Vicious on. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that, you're welcome. That's why we like the whole Discord setup. Because now you're in the Discord and shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I want you to know how detached I am. I didn't download Discord until 7:55 today. I didn't even. So I'm learning. I'm getting into the thing. But yeah, this is super dope. I'm digging this. And thank you for having me. It's truly an honor and a pleasure.
Respect too, man. You know, like if you had a good time with us, because yeah, we try and do it different from, you know, like the podcast. It asks the, you know, same old question. Like we just do it like it's a conversation on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm gonna come back with if this year finish doing what it's doing, because it's been a crazy year, crazy good and bad, but the good is definitely outweighing the bad. And so if this year keep doing what it's doing, I'm gonna have some major things to come back and talk to y'all about next time we talk. So I'm definitely excited
Absolutely.
for that.
Yeah, I see nothing but blessings ahead, dog. For real, I definitely
Yes,
see
sir. Blessings on blessing. Every day on this side is a blessing, you know?
Most definitely, yeah. And it was definitely an honor, dog. I mean, like, it was a dope interview, kept it positive, all that. I mean, my bad for bringing up old boy name. I ain't even gonna say his name no more. I hate even saying his name. It's just like a motherfucking something going on right now. People be asking me, and like whenever we got Detroit guests, they like, what do you think about so and so, whatever. But yeah, and I got a history with him too and shit personally. But that's another story and shit. So I'm not even gonna get into it.
That's your friend?
He ain't my friend, but I think he needs a hug. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's literally what I said on the Shade 45 joint. Like for him to, I ain't about to get all into the shit.
You don't got it.
Benzino's got his friend, and Talib Kweli is my friend. So
right.
To put it best, yeah.
That's we don't even have to speak on that, no. But I did some researching on him because he started doing his bullshit. I mean, this was some years ago, and I just think he needs a hug. He just out there. That's whatever.
Nah, he needs a little. He needs a little more. He needs a little more than a hug.
No doubt.
He needed a hug. When he did Drink Champs after he left.
He needed a manager to cut him off from drinking.
Hugs is out the window. After he left Detroit with that shit he was on, Hugs is out the window. He needed Hugs before he showed up with that goofy shit. And that's someone talking about.
He needed a manager to tell him to quit drinking on Drink Champs. But that's another story too and shit. Shout out to Drink Champs, you know what I'm saying? We had Mr. Lee on here. We're getting EFN. Shout out to Drink Champs. Yeah.
Don't you want to Jesse? Like, no, I can hold it. He's private.
But it was an honor having you on here, Maestro. I know you're a busy man. You probably want to get back to what I know you're not gonna go bump some music though and shit because you out of the studio now.
No, I've been mixing since 11 a.m.
Right.
I'm done with music today.
Well, music's out. Yeah, music's out.
All right, well, it was an honor having you all here, Maestro. This Maestro Detroit song, legend.
Yes, sir. Pleasure again. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Sir, much love.
Blatonio, Todd, I'll be hitting you up, homie.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Make sure y'all get you some Detroit Player shirts. I put the website in the chat too. Y'all know where to go get it at and shit. Go find it right now. And we're gonna play this Swithy McVeigh joint. Much love. Everybody tapped in. Make sure you smash like, subscribe if you're new to the channel and shit. Share it around. So I love Detroit in the building. Maestro, peace.
Yes, sir. See.
Let's jump into this joint with Swithy.